everyone, it's Jenna here from Jenna's Crafting Studio. I hope you're having a good Saturday evening. Hopefully you've had a good day. I'm just gonna let Facebook catch up with me here and let you know that I'm live. One of these days I'm gonna figure out how to show the comments, but I can't figure that out right now. So if you're watching, say hi. I'm gonna see if I can get this going on my desktop here. Maybe that will help me figure out if someone has any questions while we're doing this. So like I said, I'm just gonna give you a couple seconds to hop on and find me here. So if you're watching live, let me know how your Saturday was. Mine was kind of a mixed bag. It was a weird weather day here. Went to work for a bit, came home, crafted for a bit, and that's about it. I think after this, my husband and I are gonna go out driving around to look at Christmas lights. If you're not used to doing that, I would recommend checking out, I think it's on AM 980. They have a map of the London area and you can go and check out different light displays around the city. So that's something that we're gonna do tonight. But what I wanted to do tonight with you is to show you a sneak peek of some new product I received this week. So the other thing I received with my order of new product is the new mini catalog. And I know this is going to be backwards for you, but I do have catalogs available. So this is the mini catalog January to June. I can't show you the inside, but I can show you the front cover. That starts January 5th. And then also in January starts Celebration, which is Stampin' Up's most wonderful time of the year, so to speak, because you earn product on every order in $60 increments. So if you're ordering $60, $120, there's different product that you can earn for free out of this brochure. So if you're interested in catalogs, I have the minis and the celebrations available. So if you're interested in a catalog, just drop me a comment below and let me know you're interested and I can get those to you. So that's that. I do have a couple other announcements. The first one is Whisper White has been announced that it's going to be retiring. So that's cardstock envelopes, those kinds of things that are in Whisper White. So if Whisper White is something you use often, consider placing an order for those products. There's a maximum of 2 products per item number because they're trying to limit people stocking up. So Whisper White will be going out, but Basic White will be coming in, and so there's a bit of a difference in color and texture, but they'll give you the same stamping experience. I think the only difficulty that Stampin' Up isn't sure of is whether there'll be a time gap in between when Whisper White sells out and Basic White is available. As I'm sure you can imagine, COVID's kind of changed things around, so due to that, there have been some manufacturing difficulties, let's put it that way. So I'm going to flip my camera around, so just bear with me for a second, and I will show you the new product I have. Okay, here we go. Hopefully that's a good view here. Okay, here we go. So with the new catalog, I will also have a paper share. So a paper share is an opportunity to get 6x6 sheets of DSP, of the new DSP, in a sample pack. And so you're gonna get all 9 of the new DSP. You're gonna get 108 sheets of 6x6 DSP for only $50. So the nice thing about this is because you get to sample all the different DSP without having to buy all the different packs. So if you were to buy all of the packs of the new 9 DSP, it would cost you $180 with shipping and taxes. So this is a great way to just test that DSP. If you're interested in signing up, you do need to RSVP with payment by January 4th. And this is my email address to sign up for that. So, actually, talking about DSP, I do have a sample, so I only have a couple of the packs already. This is one that's called Well Suited. It's a gentleman's suite that's coming out. There's bow ties and long ties and that kind of thing in this suite. So this is the paper that goes with it. That's the one side, and then this is the other. So that's a really great masculine DSP pack there. And then the other pack that I have, and I forget what the name of it is, if I had my sheet of paper in front of me. This is the Ice Cream Corner, which is a beautiful, colorful pack of DSP. There are patterns on one side, and then there's ice cream treats and popsicles on the other. This is a beautiful sheet of paper. So there's that paper. That's a beautiful one. So those are two that will be included in the paper share. So the other thing I wanted to show you that goes with actually that paper is one of the new stamp sets. This is Sweet Ice Cream. So there's an ice cream suite that is in the new catalog. This is the stamp set. It's photopolymer, so it's the clear stamps. And the reason I like this stamp set is, and you've probably heard me say this before, is that I really love the scripty fonts in the stamp sets. And it's got Happy Birthday and Thank You, which are two of the most used, at least for me. Those are my two most used greetings. This stamp set will be featured in January's virtual card class. And I've scheduled all of my classes today. They're all on Facebook. So you can start RSVPing for that. So I do have a special with the virtual card class that if you purchase the stamp set or the bundle, this bundle comes with a punch. If I can find it here. There it is. So it punches out the ice cream scoop and the cone. So when you purchase either the stamp set or the bundle for this class, you're going to get free shipping. Okay. And I did actually today make a card with that stamp set and the paper. So this Blackberry Bliss paper, the popsicle paper is from that pack that I just showed you. And then the sentiments here are from the stamp set. The other thing, I don't know if you can see it on here, but there's a new Blackberry Bliss ribbon coming out. It's very dainty. It's kind of a striped ribbon there, if you can see it in the back. But pretty much the DSP does the work on this card. I didn't have to do a lot of stamping, just the sentiment, and then added some ribbon. And I did do some embossing on this piece of purple posy back here. So that's one card that I've done with that set already. And so the main feature of what I wanted to show you tonight is the new mini stamp, the Cut and Emboss machine. That is going to be available January 5th. If you saw my little message at the bottom of this paper share, you can see that. So the new mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine will be available January 5th to customers. As a demonstrator, one of the bonuses is that you get to pre-order some items. So I have my mini Cut and Emboss machine, got it this week, and have not used it yet. So we're going to do the first cut on this machine tonight. Hopefully it goes okay while I'm doing this live. So the reason I have my standard machine here is because I want to show you the size difference. So it's the same mechanics and idea. They work the same. Of course, they're different in size. So this is the standard Cut and Emboss machine, and this is the mini. So I'm just going to put my standard machine down to get it out of the way. But like the standard machine, they fold up for storage. So you're going to fold down the bases, and you're going to see it's got the logo here, which, yep, the logo here, and then the passway through where you're going to push your plates and the paper through with your dies or embossing folders. It's got the crank. Everything came already assembled, so I didn't even have to assemble the crank. With the big machine, you do have to screw in the handle. And then when you're done with it, you just fold it up. And it's so cute. I just really love it. I love how it's clean and sleek. This is very much my style. This is great if you are traveling to craft. So if you're someone who goes to crops, you know, not during COVID, but you know, when COVID's over, this is a great machine to take with you if you are going to a friend's to craft or going to a crop. That to me would be the benefit of having the mini. Or if you have a small space for your craft room or your craft spot, this would be a great machine for that. So I'm gonna pull out the plates here. I've got them over here. So these plates come with the machine, so you don't have to order them separate from the machine. It comes with a guide to show you how to work the machine. And then you get your die cutting plate. You get the 3D embossing folder plate. And of course, like with the standard machine, they're all numbered. You have the standard embossing folder plate, and then your 2 clear plates. Okay, so I hope I'm not missing anything, so we're going to try this out. The other thing I wanted to point out is that in the catalog, all the dies and embossing folders will tell you whether or not they are compatible with the mini machine. So I have the annual catalog here, and I want to show you in the die section, any of the dies that will fit the mini will have this little icon here so that you can see when you're going through the catalog which dies will fit with the mini machine. If there is no logo, then that means it's only going to fit through the standard machine and not the mini. So you can see there's quite a few of the dies that fit in the mini machine. Today I'm going to be cutting using the Stitch So Sweetly. This is one of my most often used die sets. And then when we go to the embossing folders, again, you're going to have that same logo where they will fit in the mini. So today I'm using the greenery ones, and I'm just actually realizing I didn't cut any cardstock, so let's do that. Just going to grab my trimmer, and I've got some Purple Posy cardstock that I had earlier. Hopefully I can cut it so that it will fit, so we can do this. Okay, so I've got 2 pieces of Purple Posy cardstock. So first I'm going to emboss one sheet of this cardstock. So this is the greenery embossing folder set. You get 2 embossing folders in this package. So there's this one with the pattern on it, and then this one's my favorite out of the 2. It's got like a leaf design on the top and bottom. So I'm going to use this one. And this is a standard embossing folder. So this is going to need the folder that says it's the standard. So I'm placing my cardstock in between the embossing folder. And I'm grabbing the standard embossing folder plate, and it tells you right on here what sandwich you need. So I need number 1, which is the basic die cutting plate, down first. Then I want my embossing folder with the cardstock, and then I want number 3 on top. So it's nice that Stampin' Up! Has put all the instructions on here, so you don't have to guess about which sandwich it is, that you need to do your pass through. The other thing it does say here, which is a good point, is insert embossing folder hinge first. So that means where the hinge is, that you want that going into your machine. If you try to do it the other way, you can end up cracking the hinge, which I can tell you from experience will happen. So, so I've got my embossing folder down on plate number 1, and then I'm putting plate number 3 on top. I'm just going to flip this around because I'm right-handed. It'll just be easier for me. So I'm butting these plates up against the machine here so that it catches when I turn. The handle on the top is so that you have a good grip. Pardon the shakiness from me doing this, but it passes through quite easily, quite smoothly. I find this machine a lot smoother than the Big Shot. That was the old machine we had. And so then you'll see once I open the embossing folder, you can see that great detail on the paper there. So of course these embossing folders will fit in the standard machine, but it's great to have the mini ones that fit in the mini machine. So that's embossing. So then I'm going to show you the die cutting. So again, this is the Stitch So Sweetly die set. It has all of these stitched rectangles with the little scalloped edge, and then all of these frames that are also have the stitched edge. So depending on how big I've cut my cardstock here, I use this big one a lot to do kind of like a mat on the back, and then I'll cut a smaller one in white and use that for my sentiment, but this is a great one for matting my greetings. So going back to the plates, this is plate number 1. It's the die cutting plate, and they're telling me here that I need plate number 1 and plate number 2, actually 2 plates number 2, and so those are the 2 clear ones. This is the same sandwich as you would use in the standard machine. So I'm putting down plate number 1. I am putting down one of my clear ones, and then my cardstock, and I'm putting my die, and you want the stitched edge and the cutting edge down on the cardstock, and then another plate number 2, which is the clear one, on top. And now I'm going the other way, so this is going to be a bit awkward, but you want to make sure your plates are also lined up, which mine are not, and I don't want that to cause an issue. Okay, so here we go. Cranking it through this little mini machine. And now you can see when I take that off that it's cut out my label. So again, nice and smooth. And you can see you do get the cut mark on your plate, and that's completely fine. That's the way it's supposed to be. You want to wear your clear plates out evenly, so you know you can flip them over, switch up which one's on top and on bottom. You can buy the plates, you can buy replacement plates. So once these get to the point where you're finding you're getting marks in your cardstock all the time, then you would want to replace them. I've had my standard machine since it came out in, I think I've had it since May. Is that, yeah, probably, no, when did we get it? August. And I haven't replaced the plates, and I've used it a ton since August. So you don't have to replace them that often, but they do need to be replaced once in a while. So that's the cutting and embossing. If anyone has any questions about this machine, please feel free to drop me a comment below here. The mini machine is featured in the annual catalog. It's this one up here. And so that mini machine is $82, and it comes with all the plates needed. Like I said, this will be available for customers starting January 5th. If you are interested in receiving the cut and emboss machine now, the way you can get it is by ordering a starter kit. So a starter kit is $135 for no shipping, no tax, and you choose $165 worth of product. So that's a great deal for anyone who has a big wish list, and you can choose that machine in your starter kit. There's no obligation with a starter kit to have a Stampin' Up! Business. There's tons of hobby demos, and in fact most Stampin' Up! Demonstrators around the world are hobbyists, so there's no obligations to hold classes or anything like that. But the starter kit is a great way to get a lot of product for the best value. So again, it's $135, but you're getting $165 worth of product, and you get to pick from any of the current catalogs. So right now that would be the mini August to December. You could pre-order from the January to June 2021 catalog. You could order from the annual catalog. So there's lots of options right now. But in any case, so when you're done with your mini cut and emboss machine, you just fold it up and then put it on a shelf or put it on your crafting table. I am actually going to try leaving it on my desk and seeing if that works. I have kind of a small desk here, but I think it'll actually work out pretty well to have it there and then be able to use it right at my fingertips. So like I said, just to recap, I have paper share coming up. I do have new catalogs, so if that's something you're interested in, let me know. And all of my January events are posted on Facebook, so check them out. If you have any questions at all, let me know. Otherwise, have a great evening. Hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend and take care. Have a good night. Bye now.